kitchen where cooking is love made edible. In our kitchen today, we have Staci and Virtue, my friend, my sister, and just everything, no joke. And she's here to cook up a storm for you. She's going to do a 3-course meal, JaMexican style. Now, Staci, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Staci, and as Moya has said, and today we're going to be making JaMexican food. Now, I love to cook, love to cook, and so Moya Moy has invited me to share this with her. I am in the tourism industry, but more than anything else, my desire is to inspire everyone that I know, everyone that I come in contact with, everyone that I interact with, to inspire them to choose life, to live life fully, to enjoy life. And cooking is only one way that you can do that.
Yep.
So we want to spread hope through food. Today I'm spreading hope through food. On other days we do it through conversation. Through conversation, and I'll put the link to my YouTube's in the comment section or in the description. But today we're going to be spreading hope through food, and it's the nicest thing to do because if you eat good, you will feel better. We all know that our mood changes depending on what we put into our system. So we don't want to consume too much sugar because that puts you on a high and then causes you to fall flat. But we want to give ourselves a consistent diet that is balanced and healthy, and that will maintain a balance in our hormones, and as a result, a balance in your neurological function, so you won't be a mad person in clean clothes on the road. So today we're going to do that with some awesome Mexican food. We're doing Mexican because that's Lamoya's favorite.
My favorite cuisine.
And I am happy to make it, so please pay attention, watch it, and try it. It is absolutely amazing. It is also one of my favorite cuisines, and because it's tasty, not just food for food's sake, but food because it looks good and it's good for you. So let me know what you think. Tune in.
Then tell me about the ingredients that you're using today.
Today, to make our churros, we have an egg, just a cup of flour and a cup of milk, some sugar and salt to taste, and of course some dark chocolate to toss your churros in when they're finished. There's a little bit of vegetable oil to soften your dough, and when you're through, you're going to need a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, a regular plastic bag is absolutely fine. Watch us do it.
So Staci, tell me, what is the first step?
The first thing that we're going to do is to get our liquid ingredients warm. Now, the milk should come to a simmer, not a boil, a simmer, which means that you will see very soft bubbles forming at the edge of the pan. You add your milk to your pot, and you also add the teaspoon of oil. When this comes to a simmer, we'll add our flour and gently stir it in. Okay. So our pot is simmering, lovely bubbles at the end of it. So we add our flour, just a cup of flour, and you stir. You stir, even if your hand is getting tired. This paste is going to be very difficult to stir. You definitely need some biceps or triceps or something, but make sure you get all your ingredients incorporated. Churros is not supposed to be a stiff dough, so if you are stirring and it's stiff, keep on stirring, just wait on it. Remove it from the heat so it doesn't continue to stiffen, so the flour doesn't coagulate and nor gelatinize or anything like that. And you stir and stir and you stir. Now, when it's at this stage, I like to add my egg. Now, it's important that you add the egg at this point. At this point, the pot is off the heat and it is beginning to cool. If you add the egg while it is too hot, you're going to have like an egg scramble. You don't want that. You don't want that at all.
So the dough is not supposed to be hot.
Not supposed to be hot. If you're in a hurry, you can always just drop your pot. You can always drop your pot in like an ice bath or something to cool your dough quickly. We don't need to do that because this cools very quickly on the electric heat. So now we're adding our egg, and we are going to hope and pray to Jesus that it will just it will just stir in nicely. It is incorporating, guys. It's incorporating, and pretty soon it's going to come together as nice a smooth mass. Now this takes some time, so we won't do it on the camera for you, but the magic of editing, you're going to see a smooth dough.
Yes.
All right,
This looks just like mashed potatoes, Staci.
exactly. This is the kind of texture and consistency that we're going for. So as soon as you get your mixture to this consistency, you can remove from, well, it's not on, the heat is not on. You pour into your piping bag. Now I'm using a regular bag, and I've just put it in a glass. Moya, can you hold the glass? I've put it into the glass so that it's easier to stuff everything in it. Now the mixture is a little warm, guys, so the glass comes in handy both ways, because we don't want to be holding a plastic bag and burning ourselves. Right, so I think that this is good for now, and we're going to remove the bag from the glass. Look at that, nice and soft. And we are going to make our own little piping bag. Nice.
Jamaican style.
Awesome, Jamaican style. Yardman style. And we're gonna cut the end of it right here. Oh. And this is what we will squeeze or pipe, look at that, into hot oil. Thank you.
So we have our hot oil here, and we did a test run and it is ready. So we're ready to go.
Hot, hot, hot. So what you want to do after making sure that your oil is hot, you hold the piping bag over the hot oil, being very, very careful. You gently squeeze until you have the desired amount. Now we're doing short churros. We cut and it drops into the oil. If you want your churros to be a little longer, you can make your dough a little thicker, but that's okay. We're going to do a long one. We're going to test it because that's how this life works. So we're doing a long one. We're starting it in the oil and we're allowing it to curve. When it's as long as you want it, you cut and it drops in the oil. I like the long ones better, so we'll stick with the long ones. Guys, have fun in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't try to be perfect. Just try to make what you want to make and what you're going to like.
But it's homemade. You're not cooking in restaurants and thing.
So that test, right? That test, the test dough is a little round, it's a little done. It's brown right now. So we're removing it, and having removed that, we get our plate ready to remove the churro dough, the actual one. So you can toss it a little if your oil doesn't completely, that's done. If your oil doesn't completely coat the churro, then you just turn it over to make sure that it's golden brown on all sides. You don't have to worry about cooking for a very long time, because we allow the dough to cook on the stove top. You remember in that warm milk?
Right. So the flour is already cooked.
Exactly. So we're just making everything all brown and pretty right now. Now this was our test batch. So what we're going to do is get a plate and we'll put some paper towels on it so that we can soak up all our oil. Thank you.
I prepared I think this is sugar with cocoa powder. We're going to roll our churros in them. So after it is fried, you're going to put it on paper towel to drain the excess oil. And as soon as it comes from out of the oil, you need to drain, and then you're going to roll into your cocoa powder and sugar. People, I tried it and it tastes good. It is very soft also, and that's what you want, right? You just plate it and you enjoy with.
You can enjoy with regular chocolate sauce. Now, I know traditionally Mexicans have their churros with hot chocolate. You know, like in Jamaica, we dip our crackers in our tea. It's the same way. So they have a hot chocolate that's very thick. But because it's summer now and it's super warm, we just have a nice cool chocolate sauce that we dip our churros in. And listen to me, the recipe here, I don't want here at it. It is so moist.
You work nice.
Man, it's an enriched dough, so it's not just water and flour. It's enriched with egg and milk. We added a little bit of vanilla. It's nutritious. We added a little bit of vanilla in there for flavor, and you can always add anything else. You can add cinnamon to your dough. You can add almond essence to your dough. Can you believe almond essence? So you can enjoy this with your friends and your family, and then you tag Moya Moy's Kitchen.
Please do.
Because that's where you got the recipe.
Right. Trust me, it looks good, it smells good up in here. And as you guys know, I love Mexican cuisine. And today, Staci is going to put a Jamaican twist to our Mexican cuisine. And we're going to do a burrito. So Staci is going to tell me her ingredients, what she have and all that, and what we're going to do. And we're also going to do nachos.
Absolutely.
With the same ingredients.
Absolutely.
Right? So just stay tuned and watch what one.
Okay everyone, so what we have right here are all the ingredients that we need for our burrito. Now today's burrito is the beef burrito, but we're using corned beef instead of ground beef. We'll be adding some chopped tomatoes, refried beans. Of course, you have to have the cheese. We have some crushed garlic right here, chopped scotch bonnet pepper, jerk sauce, scallion, onion, thyme, and a toops of salt. There's a little bit of oil that's just enough to cover the bottom of your saucepan, and some fresh vegetables, #healthy. We're going to be using any excess filling for our nachos. So here we have pre-made crunchy tortillas, as well as our regular raw tortilla for the burrito. The crunchy tortillas is what we'll use for our nachos. So we'll break these up and have small layers of cheese, cooked beef, bean mixture, more cheese, more nachos, more mixture, and everything. So if you have leftovers from making this burrito, nachos, a nice little evening snack, is something that you can always do.
Yeah. We're just a cook.
We're just a cook. Now that our oil is hot, let's start adding our aromatics. Yes. So nice onion, you hear that sound? That's how you know your oil is hot enough. We're adding our scallion. We just bruised it because you know we're Jamaican, so we're going to take it out. We're adding thyme, because this is the Jamaican version, and these are the flavors that are important to us. We've chopped scotchy and garlic. Listen to that noise, I love it. We're making sure to get all that garlic into the pot, all of it. Then you allow this to simmer down a little bit. Make it simmer, smell all the flavors, and as soon as your onion becomes translucent, just a little translucent, you know it's ready. After this, we're gonna add our beef. Right before we add beef, we add our chopped tomatoes. You want your tomatoes to cook, but not cook. You understand? So they're going to soften, but they're not going to break up.
Yeah. Look good, smell good.
At this point, it's okay to add your jerk sauce. Just a little jerk spice, the regular thing that you get from Walker Good or Grace. You add your ground beef or your corned beef, and then you just mash it out. Boom, 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 boom. Mash it out. Gently crush it. And do you see how we're stirring the beef as we mash it? Because we're allowing all the flavors that were released as we sauteed the vegetables. We're allowing that to come into the beef. So it's not just plain old beef here. If you could smell this kitchen, it's not just plain old beef. You have freshly flavored beef. I mean, vegetables from your garden in real life. And the beef, look at that now. We love it. Now, because the beef is already cooked, at this point, the only thing that we have to do is add our black beans. Now, the recipe may ask for refried beans. It's a non-issue. You just add any bean of your choice. It's okay to experiment, add the flavors you want to add. Cook what you like to eat. And this is simmering. We turn down the heat a little bit, so it's simmering. You know why it's simmering? Because we want all the flavors from the thyme to go into it. And we'll leave this alone. We'll make it simmer for a good 2 or 3 minutes. And then when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the finished product, and you're going to watch us dress our tortillas, roll them, and have just a wonderful time. And so we finished cooking our bean and and it is very good. You can taste all the dark sauces and spices inside of it. La Moya is going to spoon a little into the center of the tortilla right here. Now you'll see some dark marks on this tortilla, and that's because we warmed it, we lightly toasted it over a very low flame, and she's coming down in a nice little line, a nice horizontal line. That's it. Not too much, because we don't want the tortilla to be dripping. We don't want it to be wet. You know, you buy a roll and it just And so on top of this warm mixture, we're putting freshly chopped lettuce. Nice, people. You should hear that crunch in your lettuce. That's how you know it's fresh. And now we're going to sprinkle cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah. And of course, if you're lactose intolerant, get some vegan cheese, but it's not worth it without the cheese.
Don't it?
So what's good about the burrito is that the edges get tucked. So it's not just a wrap, you tuck the edges in on all sides. So see how I hold the mixture right here? I'm holding it while I lift one end. I roll over, and now I hold. I don't press, I hold and tuck like an envelope. If you have anything hanging out, put it one side. That's what your cutting board is for. You hold and you tuck. And so you hold it, nice, and you continue to tuck one more time, and you tuck again, because we are rolling. As you tuck, you hold
and roll.
You roll and pull down to give yourself some leverage. Pull down. Pull down. Now we have a nice roll, but if you lift it, it's gonna fall apart, right? So we're gonna take this and we're going to put this edge on a hot frying pan. So let me give La Moya some space. And then we'll just
right on the hot pan.
So it's not hot. It's medium heat, and we're going to let the heat seal the wrap together.
Okay.
So don't worry if you hear like a shh. That's okay. That's what happens when hot oil touches dough, and you let it sit for just a second, 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10. You can turn it if you want to continue the crunch, or allow it to sit for a little longer to become just a little crunchy. That's how you know that the edges have sealed together, and then you don't have to worry about your burrito falling apart. Of course, this is a really good lunch option. This is a good on-the-go option. You can make a couple of them, cool them down, put them in the refrigerator or the freezer, even the freezer. You wrap them in foil, and then when you're ready to go, you can stick that foil in your oven, not the microwave. Stick it in the oven, and then you can take that with you to work or lunch. You can drop it in your children's lunch. Look at it. Look at it. You see? Well, let me see it. You see it, Drew. So it's not. So when it seals down, it doesn't always stick together. But unless I lift my hand and move it, it's not gonna come apart. But I just did that to show you, Zine. But now that I hold it, it will come back together. And you are good to go. I am excited to try, and you should too.
People. Just in case you're wondering what it looks like.
Now, as we expected, we have leftover filling, and we have more cheese.
Extras.
And we have nachos. We won't put any lettuce right there right now. But I'm going to show you just a very quick way how to build your nachos. Now, just make a layer of crunchy tortilla chips on the bottom of your plate. Remember, I know, light snack because diet and stuff. And then you can add the warm dressing on top, filling. And you just dress the nachos. My goodness gracious. You just dress it. And if you have extra piece of time, more flavor. It's all good. Look at that. Add some cheese, and the cheese will melt on the warm filling. And then you want another layer. So you want, when you take up everything, you get cheese, you get beans, you get everything. Yeah, man. So you want another layer.
Nice. So
Now, ladies, if you are entertaining a wonderful young man or just your friends, this is something that you can easily impress them with. Because we most men don't really know about themselves. so you just add another layer. And you add some more filling, folks. My goodness, I'm just imagining what this going to taste like when we finish. So I'm just excited. Okay, and then we add some more cheese. More cheese. Now you can zap this in the microwave. I know your tortillas are crunchy, but if you really want your cheese to melt, you can just zap it in the microwave for exactly like 10 seconds. That's all it takes to melt a really good cheese. Yeah. And then when you take one up, let me show you. Look there. Look at that. You don't want that in your mouth.
Alright, people, look here now. Let me show you something. Come, Staci, we're gonna try.
We're gonna cheers.
Cheers!
Because it tastes scotchy, but the beans hold everything together, so it provides substance to it. So it's not dripping. It's not dry in your mouth, it just hold in your mouth.
I have one more.
And next thing you know, you eat it up and you never save anything for anybody because this is a great way to reuse any leftovers. You don't have to have, it's not necessary to have done something as fancy as this or as new as this. Anyhow you do your corned beef, you just have tomato and onion in there, you can jazz it up. Instead of using nachos or tortillas, you can use crackers, guys. It's as simple as that. And you just make a snack. You just make a snack and you enjoy it and you feel like you've done something. So please try. Don't forget to mention Moya Moy's Kitchen when you try it.
Please do.
And let her know say that in your shot.
There you have it, guys. We have our nice clean friend. We have Staci who came over and she did a 3-course meal, people. So we have our nachos as our appetizer, our burrito wrap as our main course, and then we have our churros as our dessert. Now, people, try this at home. It tastes good and see how it looks good. Right? And we just want to thank Staci so much for coming in. And your final words?
It was my absolute pleasure to be here. Yes. And I'm so happy that you like the final product. At the end of the day, our food must look good and it must taste good. You should enjoy all parts of the process. So be sure to try this recipe, everyone. It's quick and easy, very simple. You just make sure you mention Moya Moy's Kitchen when you do that at Moya Moy on Instagram and Moya Moy's Kitchen on YouTube.
Yes, people.
This burrito was seasoned with Jamaican ingredients, so it's not 100% traditional, but you know
we put our twist to it.
We put our twist to it because we are Jamaicans and we have to like what we eat. The churros was a mashup of the traditional Mexican as well as the traditional Spanish version. So the dough is actually enriched. All your churro doughs will not be enriched with milk and egg. For some, the only liquid ingredient is water. But because we want to like what we eat, we added what we want to be in there as well. And your nachos, everyone's favorite appetizer is a nacho.
Watch to movie.
Exactly.
Anything.
And I know you can't go to the movie theater right now, but you can still have nachos and cheese. Yeah. Before your Netflix or whatever it is that you watch. If you want to have your regular tea or hot chocolate with your churros, you can also do that as an evening snack. You know, you have supper in the evening time. This is the perfect thing to have for it. You can also have it for breakfast. Not a big deal, you have your churros for breakfast. So I hope you really liked our take on Mexican cuisine today.
Jamaican style.
Please leave a comment. So that's Jamaican style. So it's JaMexican. Bye everybody. Thank you.
Bye.